Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Tuesday morning, September 10th, 2024, a little after 6:30 a.m. here at Forex Smart Trade. Our mission is simple. We want to help you change the financial trajectory of your life. And we do that by teaching you how to currency trade with our simple but highly accurate proprietary trading indicators. And this session is to show you how, show you one of the trading strategies. We have about a dozen, and we will customize a trade plan around your availability to trade and your risk preferences. So with that, let's jump right in and see what we got going. We first need to listen to this guy, and oops. We'll be on our way.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
We do several of these sessions. I do 3 live trades a week. Yesterday afternoon's trade closed profitably, although it didn't close right away as we suspected. And then I do the one on Tuesday and Thursday morning. Every afternoon, I do I send out an overnight trade setup. If you took last night's trade setup, it had not closed by this morning. I closed mine at a small loss. If yours is still open, I would pull up the stop loss to your entry point. It is the trade's profitable right now, but I would either close it or, as I said, pull up the stop loss. If it pulls back, it will close out. And on Wednesdays, I do office hours. So if you do have questions, generally on these sessions, I don't take questions because I'm kind of focused on making the trade. But if you do have a question on trading, the program, or a specific trade, here's a time that you can get me. When you become a member, we do a live trading session every morning at 10 a.m. and every evening at 6 p.m. And then you can see we've got lots of scheduled group training sessions. As with anything, any coaching program, the repetition is important. The continuous coaching is important. Working on the fundamentals is important. You don't see a basketball player professional basketball player who doesn't practice or keep working on the fundamentals. They do it to keep their game sharp and to continue to work to get better. So it's the same in trading. There are things you can learn and things that you can improve and things that you can do to get better. I like to work off of a little checklist that helps me make sure I'm not forgetting anything. So every day, I like to restart the green charts. I find even I'm a kind of person who keeps the computer on all the time, and you can't see it here, but I've got probably 50 tabs open. So after about 4 days, the computer starts slowing up. So I will typically reboot the computer after 4 days or so. But with the green charts, I refresh it every morning, picks up any updates that they've done, and just kind of keeps it going fast. Good habit, again, as part of that kind of continuous coaching is to go back and review the trades that didn't work the way that you wanted. Last night's trade, as I said, closed profitably, and the overnight trade, it got close to hitting the take profit, but didn't. So this morning, as I said, I just closed mine out with a small loss. Right now, I believe if you were to move up your stop loss, it is profitable. So if it continues to pull back, you'll get out at break even. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. Our indicators are very good at helping us figure out what direction the market's moving. If we can figure out what direction the market's moving, we can make a little bit of money. However, news does impact currency prices. So we want to kind of know what that news is so that we can trade around it. And the best place I've found to get that news is Forex Factory. Forex Factory breaks it down into 3 categories. Yellow, which is low impact. We kind of don't worry about those. Orange, which is medium impact. I tend not to worry about those. But red, which is high impact. These are guys I want to trade around. And this morning at 8:10, the Bank of Canada, Governor McMann speaks. So generally, I don't like to trade within 2 hours of this window. So we are within the 2 hours. So we won't take any trades on the Canadian dollar this morning. And any trade that we take, pound yen again this morning, I've got some gross domestic product numbers. Any trade we take now will be closed well before this. So with that, let us get going. The trade I am going to do today is the 10-point trade. Basically, what it tries to do is see that the lines from all 3 sections of the charts are going in the same direction. And when they are, we have we've got a high probability trade. I am trading off of a 1-hour chart, which kind of suits my attention span. On a 1-hour chart, typically a trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And my sweet spot's 11 pips. If I can carve out 11 pips 3 times a day, I am doing very, very well. So with that, let's take a look at what we've got this morning. The chart we're going to trade off of is the Light 6 Major, which is one of the standard charts. This is a composite chart, which has 6 different currency pairs. On this first chart, they're all US based. And we are going to start with the Australian USD. I'm going to start in the middle section of the chart, which I call the majors and minors. The red and green line here is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. The horizontal red line is the oversold line. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. So I'm looking for situations where we're overbought and the lines are all coming down like here. And we're going to ride the move down till it gets to oversold. So you can see we've got a nice red candle here. And then when it gets to oversold and it turns, we want to kind of ride it back up. And then you see the green candle here. So that's what I'm looking for. So we have touched oversold, and the major indicator, the green line on the major indicator, is a little over halfway. Generally, I don't like to take a trade when we're a little over halfway. So I'm going to keep searching to find something. The other thing So the three elements I'm looking for on the majors and minors: one, that we're oversold; two, that all the lines are going up, which they are; and three, the green line is crossed over the red and the gray line is crossed over the black, which it is. Now, the other thing I look for is the slope of the green line, and I want that to be greater than 45 degrees. It is not. To me, it's a little bit less. So, and as I said, I also like to catch it before it hits the halfway mark. But when it's this close to the halfway mark, I might take a look at it. But here, I just don't like the slope of the green line. And if I don't like what I see here, there's no I don't have to look at the rest of it. Euro USD, oversold and going down. In fact, actually, this might have taken you out of last night's trade, given that we get the little down, the down move. So oversold going down. When oversold, I want everybody going up. Now here's kind of let's see what this was. This little portion of the move was worth. So that was 5 pips you could have carved out from over here. Can you take a sell trade when we're oversold? Yes, you can. Can you make money on it? Yes, you can. Just not part of my trade strategy. I'd rather take fewer trades and have a higher probability that the trade's going to move in the direction I am. So when we're oversold, I don't know when it's going to turn again, and I don't want to get stuck. Pound USD, I don't have agreement between the majors and minors. Majors are going down, minors are going up. Dollar, Canadian dollar, we are more, everybody's going down. We touched overbought. Everybody's going down. I've got the double cross, but we're way more than halfway. So I'm going to pass. Also, we've got the news event coming up. Now, on that news event, normally it's a published number. Here, the guy's speaking. When it's published numbers like GDP, this number is figured out beforehand. So even though they're announcing it here, people who have access to people who figure this out find it out a little bit beforehand. So that actually tends to cause movement beforehand on those who can get the access. It's almost a little like insider information. It's harder to figure out. His notes aren't, what he's going to say isn't circulated to as wide an audience. So it's harder to know what's going to happen there. Dollar, Canadian dollar, dollar, Swiss franc, oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross, greens on top, grays on top. So I like this. There's good steepness on the green line, better than 45 degrees. The lines are all clustered. I like that. I like that the green line's entering the channel. So 3 points here. When I jump up to the TNTs, thick orange is going up, supporting this. And the 2 blues are going up. When blue goes up, that means sell. It's inversely related. So I only have 1 of the 3 here. I want 3 of the 3 here. I've got weak down pressure, but green's on top. So I've got a point here, but I don't have my 3 points here. Just out of curiosity, let's take a look. If I saw what I wanted there, what's that? USD, Swiss franc. I would confirm it by looking at what's going on the 2-hour and the 4-hour. And basically, I want both of these to be oversold. So if this is oversold, if this signal weakens, I can pick it up off of this signal. They don't have to be going up, but I want them oversold. Over here on the 4-hour, it's not oversold yet. This is telling me there's more down in the move. So I don't want to trade when I'm trading against the chart. So here it's telling me buy, here it's telling me sell, and this is telling me there's a little bit more down in the move. If we don't see anything else, we might come back to it. But like right now, I don't like it because of this. But this by itself, this is a nice setup. Dollar yen, we're just reaching oversold, so nothing there. So I've cloned this chart. We've got 6 more pairs. These are non-euro, non-USD pairs. Euro pound oversold. Majors are sideways. Minors are going down. Australian dollar yen. We don't have agreement between the majors and minors. Euro Canadian dollar. Everybody's going down. There's nice steepness on the green line. But the green line's a little too far past halfway, and we've got the news on the Canadian dollar, so I don't want to trade that this morning. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, oversold. Everybody's going up, but the steepness on the green line here just, it isn't good enough. I want this greater than 45 degrees, so I'm going to pass. Pound yen. Overbought, everybody's coming down, double cross. I don't mind that the miners have kind of run through the channel. The green line is a little bit, it's past the halfway mark. But there is terrific steepness on the green line. Let's take a look and see what the confirmation is. So the pound yen is one that I trade a lot. On the 2-hour, we are not overbought, but this by itself is a terrific signal. This is actually a better signal than this. Overbought, everybody's coming down. The lines are clustered, the double cross, terrific steepness on the green line, and it's less than halfway. So the difference between trading on a 1-hour chart and a 2-hour chart is that it just takes longer for it to make its move on a 2-hour chart for the move to happen. But the move will generally be worth more than 35 pips. So I like this. So even though it's not overbought, this by itself is nice. And on the 4-hour, we got the overbought. On the minors, the majors just touched and have started to turn. Let's take a look and see. On this trade, this is one where you have to figure out what it's worth. So I want to look at where the support and resistance are, and you can see I've already got the support and resistance are spots where the lines seem to naturally stop. And what I'm going to do is trade within those lines. And we are just sitting right on our resistance spot or support spot. I do not like to trade through that. I wish we were in the middle of the channel. And actually, if we go back, we are trading into a downtrend. So we're taking a sell into a downtrend. I want this to have closed within this channel. It closed last hour in this channel. So we've got about 17 pips. 17 pips. Mm-hmm. Let's go back and take one more look. Even though, oh, wait a second. We do have 3 of the 4. Well, that's interesting. The 2 orange lines going down, dotted, a thick blue going up. So 3 of the 4 telling us. So we've got a good signal here. We're going to go ahead and take a sell on the pound yen. Let me open up our MetaTrader 4. You can take it within. You can take it within your MetaTrader 4, or you can take it in the simulator. So we're going to go to pound yen. I'm going to go to new order. My lot size is going to be a function of how much I have in the account. And the rule of thumb is I'm going to move this decimal place over 4 spots. So that's going to go to 1.09. I'm going to round that up, the 88 to 0.9. And I can take anywhere from half of that to double it. I'm just going to take the 1.09. So I'm going to go to new order. I'm not going to do a market sell, actually, because it's already moving while we're talking here. I'm going to do it as a pending. Well, you know what? I am going to take it as a market sell. I'm going to take it as a market sell. We're going to do market sell. I was thinking about doing it as a pending. So 1.09. And we had 17 pips. We're going to go for 12 pips. Market sell. Right click, go to modify. 12 pips is 120 points. So I am going to put 120 in here. Click the little blue button. It's going to do the math for me. And we'll do a 3-to-1. So if we went for 12, it's going to be a 36 pip stop loss. So I just add an extra 0. I add the, click the red button. It does the math. Drop it in. And I want to see where this is. Yeah, it's right around that support line is 187.22. Our take profit is 187.24. So it's just inside this line. So let me read this back to you. So we took a sell on the pound yen with a for 12 pips with a take profit of 187.240, the stop loss of 187.723. So it's 187.240 and 187.723 with the stop loss. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the Euro Australian dollar. This is too far. This is the green line's touching oversold. So this is too far for me. And the reason I overrode this again is because the 2-hour chart had such a nice signal on it. So let's go to the next group. Canadian dollar, yen oversold going down, so we're going to pass. Euro New Zealand oversold. We don't have agreement. Miners are sideways here. Pound New Zealand dollar. This is we're a little bit beyond the halfway mark here. We've got 3 points, but we've got good steepness on the green line. I don't mind that the miners have run through. 2 oranges going down, 2 blues going up. So all 4 telling us sell. We've got down pressure here. So 1 point, 3 points, 4 points. Just for the heck of it, we're going to take a look at we'll take a look at what the 2 and the 4 hour are doing. But the likelihood is I'm not going to take this trade because we already got a trade with the pound. And I like that trade better. So here we've got down across the board that like these guys are down, like everybody's down. Ooh, actually, when everybody's down, that is a nice trade. So technically, this is an overbought and this is an overbought, but this is a nice sell signal and we're down all across the board. I do like that. Let's just take a look at one more thing. Let's look at what the clean chart looks like. This was from our other trade. You can see how good these resistance lines are, how it's bouncing, bounced, then broke through. That's why I want to trade within the channel, because you can see if you trade from here to here, it takes a while for it to when it has to bounce, go through that channel. Let's see. So pound New Zealand dollar. We scrunch up the chart so we get more data points to draw our support and resistance on. So I'm looking for where the candles seem to naturally stop. Like right in here, in here, in here, in here, in here. And they tend to be about 30, 40 pips apart on the Euro USD. Here we're at 1237 to 1282. So that's a little over 40 pips. So that's okay. Let's open this up so we can see it a little bit more. We've got 25 pips up. It means we're going to have about 15 pips down. 19 pips down. Now I'm thinking about it. Let's go back and look at the signal one more time. Oops, it didn't save it here. So let me go back. Oops. Now this is curious because a minute ago, oh, here we go. All right. I'm going to make an exception here because everybody's going down. So let us go back. Oops, that's not what I wanted. So a sell, and we said we're trading into kind of a sideways. We've got, I think we're going to go for 14 pips. We're going to take a sell for 14 pips on the pound New Zealand. So I don't have pound New Zealand open here, so I got to go to file, new chart, and it'll probably be down this third group, pound New Zealand dollar. Where is he? Right down here. Let's make it a 1 hour chart. Ooh, we got a huge spread here. It's a 2 pip spread. The spread is bigger on something that doesn't trade where the volume isn't quite as good. So 11 pips. So we're paying almost 20%. We've got to make 2 pips before we make any money. I'm going to still go ahead and take it. So new order. All right, lot size will be the same. We're going to take a market sell. Right click, modify. I'm going to make it for 11 pips. Which is 110 points. Click the little button. It's going to do the addition. And 330. We'll use a 3-to-1. Do the right click. All right, so we took a sell on the pound NZD with a take profit of 2.12429. 2.12429 and a stop loss of 2.12865. 2.12865. Thank you for joining me. Have an amazing day. If you want to learn to trade, you need the right tools, the right instruction, and from somebody who knows what they're doing. The best way to learn anything is find somebody who's good at it and get them to teach you. That's what we do. And we're so confident we can do it. We're going to let you trade with our money. If you have any questions, you can join me tomorrow at my office hours at 12:30, or you can set up an appointment by going to forexsmarttrade.com/schedule and set up some dedicated time with me. All right, thanks so much. We'll see you this afternoon when we do this afternoon's live trade. Bye-bye.